We are deep here in the heart of Houston, Texas at Baby Bull Boxing. It's Juan Diaz's boxing gym. Juan Diaz is back, 30 years old. After a 3-year hiatus, he's back in the boxing ring looking to become, again, world lightweight champion.
He's more hungry now because now he wants something like every person wants. And then what they had, they want to get it back. That's world championship.
He's a really, what made him really great and what made him people want to see him fight is how aggressive he is, right?
Correct.
And it seems from what we've seen today, he's still aggressive, but it almost seems like you guys are working on making it a little smarter, right? Like he's coming in behind maybe a jab a little more. He's not coming in forward the whole time. He's still coming forward.
Well, you just put the key in the door, what you just said. We've been more smart about being aggressive. Yeah, you be aggressive, but be aggressive in a smart way.
Come forward and bring the heat. If it's cold outside, he come forward and bring the heat.
Right.
But in the past, it took him to the top, but he paid the price.
Yeah.
In the end, so what we want to do, we're going back up. We're going to get us another world championship, but we're going to do things different. We're going back to boxing one-on-one, basics and fundamentals. I'm talking about a continuous and chronic left jab, concise and snap.
Right. What about defense?
More protection than Obama.
that's pretty good protection.
But that's what it's all about. The name of the game is hit and don't be hit.
He's a little more patient, and he has a lot of skills. He has a lot of boxing skills, but at times he lets the emotion get to him. He lets the crowd get to him, and he just wants to brawl.
Which is why fans love him, right?
Because that's why they love him, right? And probably you can't never take that out of him. But if he can rely on his boxing skills as well, it's going to be hard to contend with.
The bout takes place in San Antonio, Texas. It's on the undercard of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. versus Brian Vera, the rematch. Juan will tell us how he's preparing differently as a 30-year-old than when he was 25. We were able to watch Juan Diaz spar. He sparred local Houston fighters Leonard Lane, which maybe you've seen on television before, as well as local lightweight Danny Garcia. Lots of good work. You could see that Juan was focused on his jab, focused on his defense. He was still aggressive. He's the Juan Diaz that fight fans came to know and love over those years that he was showcasing fights on HBO. All right, fight fans, Kelsey McCarson here for the Boxing Channel. The Baby Bull Juan Diaz, the new Juan Diaz, right? Tell me what's different about you now versus when maybe fans saw you last in your mid-20s.
Well, now is, I'm in my 30s now. And
well, you're 30, right? You're 30, just barely.
Yeah, I'm 30 now, and what I can say is that when you're in your 30s, you're like a little peacock. You like to show off and you spread your wings. But when you get in your 30s, I believe you learned a little bit about life and you become a lion. It's like a lion. You stalk your prey and then you go after and you kill it. So I believe that that's what's different about me now. That I'm 30 years old. I'm more mature, stronger. I feel faster, and I feel that this time around, I'm gonna be definitely the undisputed lightweight champion of the world.
So boxing is full of stories of fighters retiring and coming back maybe when they shouldn't. Maybe they needed money. Now, It doesn't appear to be that that's the case with you. You're very successful outside of the ring. You're a smart guy. That's well known, right? You have your trucking company. Now you're promoting your coffee, etc. It seems like you are coming back for boxing. So talk about why that is. Why are you coming back? Why are you back?
And you can't forget the most important part of what made me successful is my education. I have a bachelor's in political science from U of H, so can't never forget that. But yeah, I definitely did it for the right reasons. I didn't do it because I needed to. I came back to the sport because I wanted to. As you can see, I want to help the sport a little bit more. As you can see here today, we're in the Baby Bull Boxing Academy. My business partners and I opened this to give back to the community. The community of Houston gave back so much to me, showed so much love and support throughout my 20s that I feel that I need to give back to the community, and that's one of the reasons why I came back to the sport, and I definitely want to make an impact this time around.
When did you know, what moment did you know specifically that, you're like, I think I'm going to come back?
Well, it's a funny story. I retired after the last Marquez fight in 2010. I took 2.5 years off, and I went. My first fight that I saw after, I was sick and tired of boxing, but my first fight that I saw was I flew out to Vegas, the MGM Grand. It was actually the Marcus and Pacquiao fight, and when Marcus knocked out Pacquiao at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, he lit that fire. That fire came back, and I said, "Man, look at that old man." And just because I'm on TV, I don't want to say it, but what I actually said, but I said, "Man, I can beat that old man." And that's when the fire lit up again, and I decided to come back.
Right, and so now you're back. It's been different for you, right? So you were, for it seems like forever, even though you're only 30, you were headlining huge HBO cards, etc. Like you were always the man, and now you're coming back. You're on the undercard. How has that transition been as you work your way back up towards the top?
Well, this is one of the reasons why I can also show the people that I'm not back for the money, because this is gonna be my fourth tuna fight, and off this fourth fight and the previous fights I haven't been headlining. Well, maybe one of them I did headline, but it wasn't on a big network TV. And this time around, I'm not even gonna be on TV either, and I don't mind, because I know that I'm taking the proper steps to ensure that I become champion once again.
How soon can fans expect? How soon do you expect to be at that world title level again?
Well, I'm gonna go in here March the 1st, and I'm gonna hurt Gerardo Robles. I'm gonna put a lot of pain on him, and after this fight is on with the big boys now. So the fans can expect a championship fight or a big fight in this summer.
Of course, you came up and you trained at the famous Savannah Boxing Gym, right, in Houston, and now you're here at your own gym. You're no longer working with Willie Savannah or Ronnie Shields. You've got your new trainers. Talk about why did that move happen, and why did you choose this?
Well, eventually a man has to grow up and spread his wings and leave the nest. Mr. Willie Savannah was a great mentor to me. He gave me a lot of good advice and helped me out a lot in not only my boxing career but also my life. So I'm very thankful. Him and I still talk. We don't talk on a daily basis, but we talk and we communicate. And he advises me as to what's good for my career, what's not. So we're still in good terms. And but I believe that it's time to spread my wings and do my own thing now.
So I read before I came down to that actually you were accepted into law school, right, at the UMass, and that you deferred that. Right. Why did you sour on that idea?
Because I started my trucking company and I started a few businesses, so I didn't want to leave my my business behind and my family for about 3 years and go in there and hit the books hard. I decided to defer, and then the year came up and I still wasn't ready, so I just let it go.
Also heard that you were interested in politics until you got a closer look at it.
Yeah, I don't want to name any names, but I did work with a few politicians, and because of my celebrity status, they allowed me to join them in many luncheons and many meetings, and I didn't like what I saw, so I didn't want to become that man that it's all about me and not for the people. So I just decided to let it go.
So you have the inside view. What's dirtier, boxing or politics?
Man, they're all the same. They're all the same way. Any business has its politics, and I believe that politics actually, businesses learn from politics. So, but boxing is pretty much up there with politics as far as being dirty.
For Juan Diaz, this is Kelsey McCarson for the Boxing Channel.
Hi, this is Juan Baby Bull Diaz, and I'm here today to bring you my Baby Bull coffee. The coffee is made from Mexican beans. They're organic beans. Has a little bit of cinnamon, chocolate, anise, and clove. It's very delicious. It's more of a traditional breakfast coffee, so you guys go out and try it out. You can get your own personal can at www.babybull.com.